Can you feel the seismic shift rumbling through the NFL? Can you hear the collective gasp of an entire fan base, their Super Bowl dreams suddenly teetering on the brink? Because right now, in the heart of Cincinnati, panic isn't just a feeling, it's a full-blown five-alarm blaze threatening to engulf an entire season. And guess who's standing poised, watching the inferno, with an unexpected ace up their sleeve? Your Atlanta Falcons. Welcome to Falcons Today by Chat Sports. I'm Moose, and if you thought the drama was over after week 2, think again. What we're witnessing isn't just a few injured quarterbacks, it's a potential league-altering domino effect, and the Falcons are holding the first piece. We're talking legitimate high-velocity trade rumors surrounding Kirk Cousins, rumors that suddenly have more weight than a fully loaded offensive line. The news hit like a blindside sack this morning. Joe Burrow, the lifeblood, the undisputed leader of the Cincinnati Bengals, is sidelined for a staggering 3 months. 3 months. That's not just a few missed games. That's potentially the entire season for a team with Super Bowl aspirations. And he's not alone in the infirmary. Up in Minnesota, rookie sensation J.J. McCarthy, who just got a taste of the Dirty Birds' defensive prowess, is facing multiple weeks out with a high ankle sprain. Jaden Daniels is questionable with a knee injury, and Brock Purdy is staring down 3 to 4 weeks on the sidelines with turf toe. It seems the quarterback position this year is less about throwing spirals and more about navigating a minefield of injuries. But let's be brutally honest, while every injury hurts, Burrow's absence is a catastrophe of a different magnitude. He is the Bengals. Without him, their depth chart at quarterback reads like a tragic comedy. Jake Browning, Mike White, and Sean Clifford. Or, as I like to call them, the holy trinity of suck. No disrespect intended, but when your franchise cornerstone goes down, you need more than practice squad hopefuls to keep a Super Bowl window from slamming shut. And that, my friends, is where the Atlanta Falcons enter this high-stakes poker game, holding a hand they never expected. Because if you're the Cincinnati Bengals, staring down a schedule that includes the Vikings, Broncos, Lions, Packers, Steelers twice, Jets, and Bears over the next 9 weeks, without a competent signal caller, you're not just desperate, you're in full-blown white-knuckle panic mode. I'm talking about a team that could realistically go 2-7 in that stretch, effectively ending their season before Halloween. And for a team that sniffed a Super Bowl just a couple of seasons ago, that's simply unacceptable. The restless energy of the Bengals fan base is palpable, a ticking time bomb of frustration ready to explode. This is precisely why Kirk Cousins' trade rumors aren't just whispers anymore, they're a roaring crescendo. Multiple sources, including heavy on Bengals, are pointing to Cousins as the absolute best outside option for Cincinnati. Think about it, a proven veteran, a capable arm, a leader who knows how to operate a high-powered offense. He's exactly what a desperate team needs. But here's the delicious irony, the twist in this gridiron saga. Kirk Cousins is currently backing up second-year phenom Michael Penix Jr. in Atlanta. And after 2 weeks, Penix has not just been capable, he's been downright impressive, proving he's more than ready to lead this Dirty Bird squad. This means Cousins, who commands a hefty $27 million salary, is suddenly a very expensive, very capable insurance policy. And while having that kind of veteran presence is invaluable, if Penix were ever to go down, knock on wood Falcons fans, it also makes him an incredibly attractive trade chip for a team in crisis. From a Falcons perspective, this is a delicate dance. On one hand, you have the perfect backup, a true professional who knows the system and could step in seamlessly. You don't want to mess that up. On the other hand, desperation, my friends, breeds a higher price. And if I'm the Falcons, I'm looking at the Bengals' dire situation and seeing dollar signs, or rather draft picks. Cousins is a monumental upgrade over anyone currently in that Bengals quarterback room, and it's not even close. Now, I know what you're thinking, Fabiano. Moose, this all sounds great in theory, but what about the money? $27 million for a backup is a lot to move, and you'd be right to ask. But believe it or not, there's a path forward. Clutch Points, another reputable source, highlighted that the Bengals have nearly $13 million in cap space. By negotiating with Atlanta to absorb a portion of Cousins' salary, say half of it, a deal becomes financially palatable. The Bengals could take on $13 million, and the Falcons would still clear significant cap space. Plus, let's not forget, Burrow is expected to return this season, eventually. But eventually is a long time in the NFL, and his injury history is a legitimate concern. Having Cousins for the rest of the season, and potentially as a high-end backup if Burrow struggles with health again, makes this move even more attractive for Cincinnati. So let's talk trade proposals. Clutch Points threw out an idea that, frankly, left me scratching my head. The Bengals receive Kirk Cousins, and the Falcons get a 2026 fourth-round pick and a 2026 seventh-round pick. A fourth and a seventh? For a quarterback who, even with a shoulder injury last season, is capable of putting up 3,800 yards and 22 touchdowns? For a quarterback who could save a Super Bowl contending team season? No. That's not nearly enough. I know some of you might be thinking, well, we weren't going to get anything for Cousins anyway, so a fourth and a seventh sounds great. But that's a scarcity mindset, and the Falcons are not in a position of scarcity here. They are in a position of power. The Bengals are in win-now mode. They have Jamar Chase, T, Higgins, and a championship window that is rapidly closing. They need competency, and they need it yesterday. So, if I'm the Falcons, I'm driving a hard bargain. My trade proposal, the one that truly benefits the Dirty Birds and reflects Cousins' value in this desperate market, looks a little something like this. The Falcons receive a 2026 fourth-round pick, a 2026 fifth-round pick, which the Falcons currently don't have, making it even more valuable, and a 2027 seventh-round pick. This isn't just about clearing cap space, it's about acquiring valuable draft capital that can be used to further strengthen this team, perhaps even at this year's trade deadline if the Falcons continue their impressive start. We get money cleared off the books, we get draft capital for the future, and we move Kirk out of the building with a win-win scenario for everyone involved. The Bengals get their quarterback for now, a chance to salvage their season, and the Falcons get richer for it. This isn't mere speculation, Fabiano. There are legitimate legs behind these rumors. The NFL is a brutal business, and when one team suffers a devastating blow, another must seize the opportunity. The Falcons, with Michael Penix Jr. confidently leading the charge, are in a prime position to do just that. This isn't just about trading a backup, it's about making a strategic franchise-altering move that could pay dividends for years to come. So, the question isn't just, would you trade Kirk Cousins? It's, would you trade Cousins to the Bengals for my proposed package? Type T for trade, or K for keep in the comments below. If they come with my trade proposal, I'm telling you, you have to trade him. It is unequivocally the best move for the Falcons, period. Don't let anyone tell you this is clickbait. This is the harsh, exhilarating reality of the NFL. That's going to do it for us on this episode. I'll be back later today with more insights, diving deeper into the Dirty Birds' impressive win over the Vikings and what it means for their upcoming clash with the Carolina Panthers. Until then, Dirty Birds fans, rise up and be cool.